back.
Thank you.
Last time was with your co-stars from Sparkle.
Yeah, it's just been a year.
Ooh. It's been a while, hasn't it? I just watched you hosting. You hosted during Grammy Week, and you hosted, didn't you take over for Ryan Seacrest?
Yes. Yeah, I did.
You have mad skills as a host.
Thank you.
How was it for you as a host, asking those questions?
You know what? It's a lot of fun for me, actually. I love people, and I love to talk, so to be able to do something like that, it's different for me because I don't get to do it all the time. It was awesome to be on the other side of the interview chair. So I was the one doing the questions, and I could just sit back and be like, I'm so glad I don't have to be on that hot red carpet right now.
Did you have a starstruck moment? Because when you interviewed Kerry Washington, the two of you together, it was...
That definitely was a moment for me because, you know, I've watched a ton of her movies, and, you know, she's fabulous, and she's absolutely amazing, and she can hold a note, and I was just, that even made me even more starstruck while she was in there. We sang a little duet. We sang Part of Your World, I think, or something like that.
Well, the inevitable defeat of Mr. and Pete, one of my favorite titles, first of all, that I've ever heard for a film.
It's a tongue twister.
I know the director spoke about how you and Jennifer Hudson, two American Idol alum, and everybody's going to draw that comparison.
Of course.
But there's actually, he said it wasn't about the singing. You're not singing in this film. This was purely about dramatic chops. Was it refreshing for you to just have that acting role that you're just acting and just focusing on?
Yeah, because it was actually, I did Sparkle, and while I was doing all the press and stuff for it, I was filming Mr. and Pete. And so my first role was Sparkle and singing, and not that I didn't love that. I absolutely adored it. It was fun. But to go from that to Mr. and Pete, where they weren't asking me to sing, and they strictly wanted me purely on the fact that I could act. That one, it helped me a lot with my confidence, because I was like, this isn't my natural thing. Like, this isn't what I do first. So for them to be like, yeah, we want you for that, not for your voice, I was like, okay, this is awesome. But Jennifer and I actually didn't have any scenes together. We didn't get to work together, so I was actually kind of sad about that.
Skylin, you had a kissing scene.
Yes.
This isn't the usual kissing scene that you're used to. The usual Hollywood. How old is he?
13, 14.
But he kisses you. It's like he has a crush on you in the film. Talk to me about that.
He was really nervous, and I was really nervous.
Yeah, who was more nervous?
I think we were both just so nervous. And I get nervous whenever, you know, a kiss is involved anyway, because obviously I don't do that all the time with other people, because I am happily with Jason, so I don't just kiss people.
Especially 13-year-old boys in a film.
Exactly, and that made it...
It's not salacious. It's like, it's the most adorable scene.
Yes, it's really cute. He has this crush, and he just goes for it. So in context with the movie, it's very adorable and really sweet.
What's sweet about the movie? It's kind of a coming-of-age story of the boys. And I think it's Skylin's character who says, I'm going to go to Hollywood one day in the film. When you were a little girl, before you wanted to become a singer, before all that, what did you say you wanted to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a singer. I never said anything different.
That was always it.
Yeah, I was going to be a singer, and nobody was going to tell me I couldn't. And I didn't even really have a plan B.
So to steal a word from the title of the film, Inevitable.
Yes.
What do you think is a moment in your life, or either Jason or your career, that it was just inevitable? It was going to happen no matter what.
I love that you just asked me this question. That's awesome. Okay. On the career side of things, I guess I would say that it was inevitable that I was going to go into acting. That was just something that I had always wanted to do. I love anything that falls under the creative umbrella, so I knew that it was something I wanted to do, and I did Broadway, and I absolutely loved that. And I got the acting bug really, really badly. You know, I did community theater and drama club in school, but then Idol happened, so I haven't had much experience in that field. But to be able to get the opportunity to do it, I was so ready, and now here I am, you know, promoting another film, and I just finished 2 more projects.
I want to go back to the title of the film. I used the word inevitable.
Yes.
I want to use the word defeat, because I think you put this on your Instagram recently, that not a lot of people knew about the Idol, you going to the Rose Bowl and them saying no.
I went and auditioned because it was the closest city. LA, I mean, it's a hop, skip, and a jump from Phoenix. So I went to LA, and I did the whole thing. I was there at 2 a.m. in the line, and went into the huge stadium, and went down there, and the girl who was at the table was like, I really like you, but there's something missing. And I was like, can you tell me about this? I'm not allowed to, or something, some excuse. And I was like, okay. For me at that time, though, I've always just been really positive, like half glass full, you know, that's just how my outlook has always been. But at the time, you know, I was 16, I could audition again the next year. That was kind of my mindset, like, okay, cool. So I didn't make it this year, work on it, and I can come back next year. So I went home, and that wasn't gonna stop me from singing, so I just kept singing and did Arizona Idol, and then it sent me to Seattle, and then I made it.
You talked about 7 years ago and being 16, the evolution of your career.
Yeah.
And I think you talked about earlier this year, you're constantly writing new music, and how the music you wrote back then is so different from now. How have you evolved, and how has your music evolved?
I think it's just been a natural progression, you know, of getting older. Definitely being on TV at 16, 17, and kind of like, there are some fans that find it a little awkward and are like, you've changed. And I'm like, well, duh. I had to grow up sometime. And then there's the other side that's like, I can't wait to see what you bring to the table. And it's not going to be like this crazy, like I'm going to come out with goth hair and, you know, black lipstick or anything like that. But it's a natural progression of me embracing myself as a woman. And I'm sure it'll be reflective in my music and, you know, the different roles that I take and what I do and how I dress and how I carry myself. So it's just been a natural thing, you know, but I don't want my fans to worry and think that I'm quitting music, because that's not the thing at all.
Not happening.
The timing just isn't right now.
And before I let you go, speaking of your fans, we tweeted out, you know, we wanted them to ask you questions.
Yes, I'm ready.
And she retweeted it, which is so sweet, because not everybody does that. And as soon as you retweet it, oh my gosh, we got a lot, and we don't have that much time. However, one person just wrote you a comment, and I have to say, Lara Stays, he said, tell Jordin she is gorgeous-licious.
Gorgeous-licious.
Yes.
Thank you.
Just had to put that one out there.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so, oh my gosh, it's so hard to pick one. Can you ask Jordin, Summer L Styles wants to know, can you ask Jordin what song of hers is her favorite?
Oh, what song of mine? It's kind of unfair to answer this question because it's my new music that you haven't heard yet.
Oh, that's a big tease.
Yeah, sorry. But it's this song. I kind of teased it on Vine, but it was only the instrumental. It's called Before It Breaks, and Jason's actually in the song, and it's amazing. I can't wait until I can put it out. Yeah.
Thanks, Jordin.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Thank you for your questions.